DocksideGlyn, Lytham and St Anne's, June 2023. This is Lowther Pavilion. My wife and I once watched a show here by Cannon and Ball. It was a very funny play called The Dressing Room. That was in 2015. Sadly, my wife passed away later that year and Bobby Ball passed away in 2020. Bobby was a local resident and a statue has been erected in his memory. I'm filling up Tommy and rock on Tommy were two phrases that always got a laugh. Please don't. The river estuary is just over there. Grass across the road is part of Lytham Green. We are now heading towards St Anne's. Looks like a small fair has arrived since I was here last, possibly here for a couple of weeks. You may be wondering why I haven't shown you the iconic white windmill on Lytham Green. A large part of Lytham Green is surrounded by large green boarding at the moment. Preparations are being made for Lytham Festival next week. Performing artists will include Sting, Blondie and the Kaiser Chiefs. The white church is opposite to the left. We'll see more of that later. A change of music as we get to view the sea. It's where the River Ribble runs into the Irish Sea. We are looking towards Southport and Liverpool Bay. With good visibility, we see the north coast of Wales. This is Granny's Bay, which has recently been refurbished. Les Dawson, the comedian, used to say this was his favourite place in the world. Maybe this was because he lived in one of the apartments on the right. Fairhaven Lake is on the left. saltwater lake is roughly half a mile long and features 2 large islands. Recreational facilities are concentrated on its northern shore and include motor and rowing boat hire, 14 tennis courts, 7 grass and 7 hard, a skate and BMX park, crazy golf, children's playground, bowling greens, fitness trail and the RSPB Wriggle Discovery Centre. The Fairhaven Lake Cafe is open Tuesday to Sunday. Didn't I read that well? I'll take a break from driving now and show you one of the things next to the lake that's not described in the tourist information. I wanted to show you this. It's the Lytham St Anne's Spitfire. There are information boards at ground level. I'll read you the first couple of paragraphs of one of them. During World War II, towns and villages across Britain embarked on various government-led fundraising projects to help the war effort. The Wings of War scheme raised funds for various aircraft types known as presentation aircraft. The residents of the borough of Lytham St Anne's got behind Lord Beaverbrook's Spitfire Fund campaign and pulled together as a community to raise a staggering £6,500 in 1941. The sum raised was matched by the Air Ministry and a Mark V Spitfire registration W3644 was built and allocated the name of Lytham St Anne's. 2009, to mark the 70th anniversary of the Battle of Britain, it was proposed that a permanent tribute of a full-scale replica of Spitfire W3644 be built as a memorial to the men and women of RAF Fighter, Bomber and Coastal Command. Donations from the general public were sought and after 3 years £80,000 had been raised. From this initial fund, the 19 Squadron Spitfire W3644 was raised onto its plinth on the 14th of August 2012. Further development of the memorial continued and on the 21st of June 2013 the scheme was completed with the official opening of this memorial. On my way back to the car, I came across this family of Canadian geese. According to Wikipedia, it is native to the Arctic and temperate regions of North America, and it is occasionally found during migration across the Atlantic in northern Europe. Often found on or close to fresh water, the Canada goose is also common in brackish marshes, estuaries and lagoons. Notice how Mum and Dad are watching over their youngsters. On the right are the sports fields of AKS Lytham School. On their website they boast a number of famous old students. The only one I recognise is Jimmy Armfield, ex-footballer and England captain. Stop here, we'll cross the road and I'll show you a blue plaque. This is the former home of George Formby. He was a popular UK entertainer in his day. He was very popular with World War II troops. Sadly, he passed away in 1961 at the age of 56. I wonder if he ever cleaned those windows. Beach Cafe coming up on the left. On the right coming up is a hotel with two domed roof sections. It's called the Grand Hotel. I once heard that Bruce Forsyth used to stay here when he's recording Strictly Come Dancing for the BBC. Go left here to access the swimming pool and the RNLI boat station. We go left here and we'll see the entrance to St Anne's Pier, and then we'll take another stop. The pier was first opened in 1885. It's built in cast iron with a wooden deck. When the pier was new, you could catch a steamer to Blackpool or Liverpool. Amazing. It was originally 300 yards long, but after fire damage, it's now only 200 yards long. This is a memorial statue of the comedian Les Dawson. He was best known for his mother-in-law jokes. My mother-in-law fell down a wishing well. I was amazed. I never knew they worked. I can always tell when the mother-in-law's coming to stay. The mice throw themselves on the traps. Straight ahead is St Anne's main shopping street. We'll give that a miss today and turn right. Whoops, something wrong with the synchronisation of these lights. That's my excuse anyway. The flats on the left, known as Hardacre Court, named after Alan Hardacre, who was the secretary of the English Football League. Shortly after becoming secretary, he moved the location of the English Football League headquarters from Preston to St Anne's. They converted their headquarters from a hotel, which happened to be next door to Alan Hardacre's St Anne's home. The headquarters returned to Preston in 1999. just come across another mother-in-law joke. One of Les Dawson's friends once saw his mother-in-law being attacked by 6 men, and I said to Les, "Aren't you gonna go and help?" And Les said, "No, 6 should be enough." AKS School on the right, Clifton Hospital is on the left, and the golf course belonging to the Royal Lytham of St Anne's is beyond the hospital. This district that lies between Lytham and St Anne's is known as Ansdell and Fairhaven. The white church is coming into view again. We get a better look at it this time. Its official name is Fairhaven United Reformed Church. The idea for a new church in Fairhaven was conceived in 1899. The congregation wanted something distinctive and plumbed for a design that imitated some of the features of Byzantine architecture. On the outside, that is. I'll cut down here so I can take you through Lytham town centre. But my poor car, all these potholes. Cut. Apologies for that. entering the main shopping district of Lytham, where the cafe culture is very vibrant. We are now heading towards Lytham Green. Lytham Green lies behind those green boards. It's a long strip of grass that lies between the town and the shore of the estuary. Behind them there's a restored windmill and the old Lifeboat House Museum. But today we can't see them because they're preparing for Lytham Festival. Just spotted something in my rear view mirror. I'll just stop here and let them overtake. What a beauty! can't see any braking lights or indicator lights. I'm going to have to be careful behind this one. I just spotted the driver signalling right with his right arm. One of the channel viewers recently asked how the car drives at highway speeds. Well, today the best I can do is 50 miles an hour along this stretch. The viewer who asked lives in Venezuela. Isn't YouTube brilliant? Now leaving Lytham and approaching Wharton. I hope you've enjoyed this video and that you will subscribe. See you next time.